Hi. I am Tom Brady for JESTL Fantasy Football Films. You might remember me in such films as Brokeback Mountain, A Chorus Line, and Wizard of Oz. I just love Judy Garland and those ruby red slippers. Before we discuss the history of the league for the newest suckers, I just want to tell the world I like big balls. There is no way I would think deflating balls are better to play with.
Really?
So there are replacements for a few teams. We had some good old teams. One team was called Blue Waffles. I would suggest you Google for pictures, as I am sure you will enjoy it. We also had some auto-drafters that actually came to the draft party but still auto-drafted. They had great teams. They both had multiple kickers. I think one actually drafted 3 kickers. So let's get into the remaining teams. The Mocker, otherwise known as Team Flippin'. You see, starting the day after the Super Bowl, he completes a minimum of 12.6 mock drafts a week, which you would think this helped him. Not so much. Mock drafts is as close as it gets to winning for Dan. Which is probably the reason for doing so many. Nobody likes to be a loser. The Cursed, or as Amy calls her team, the Infirmary. She actually has NFL trainers watching who she drafts. Obviously they are trying to get a head start on the team's DL list. You know, the Civil War did not have as many casualties as her teams have had. The Bait and Switch. It is really 2 teams, Tom and John Chartrand's. I said 2 teams as it starts that way, but by the end of the season they combine all the best players on one team. By trades. Thanks to all the suckers in the league. The Kindergartner, aka Reddy's team. Like preschool, he receives many stars for being good from ESPN. I guess everyone is a winner. Well, maybe not everyone. But recess is over. No more hopscotch, Lord have Percy. Then you have the Betting Man. Similar to Running Man, he places bets and then runs from them when he loses. Sore loser. Shields, are you ready to announce to the world this year that Tom Marty is indeed super great? Floundering Father. Yes, Floundering Father. Brandwright's team usually ends up like the company Blockbuster. Starts strong, misses out on not picking up Netflix, and ultimately, is a box office bust. Or Big Loser, whichever you prefer. No one is for sure if Brandwright founded the league. Hemmer, Brandwright, and a stripper was too drunk to remember. My bet is on Trixie Tickle, as she knew fantasy football was their only way of scoring. Speaking of strippers and drinking, Hemmer has the #1 pick. I am just wondering if he receives all of his fantasy advice from 1-800-BETS-OFF, or the VIP lounge. The Cowboy, Rob Fisher. You might think this is because he comes from the South, might be a little redneck, or because he likes lonely nights on the trail, with his favorite steer. These statements might be editorial newspaper reporting, but the front page fact is, he just likes cow tipping, and any player on or from a team with cowboy in its name. And the best for last, the super great Tom Marty. So what makes him super great? It is simple. Most league wins. First year he won the league. Second year was his worst year, as he was distracted with the twins' birth, his dog died, and his mom was run over by a dang old train. The third year he went 11-2, but lost in the playoffs. Kind of like me, I am such a loser. His playoff loss was because he was so happy he went on a drinking binge for a week, as his wife's cat died. Then 2013 was the year of the Cheatrans. Yes, Cheatrans. And last year, well, we all got monked. So for the new suckers, if you cannot identify who the suckers are in this league, then that means the real suckers are you. This message has been written and created by JESTL Fantasy Football Films, reflecting actual events of the league. Any recreation or broadcast to HR will only cause sadness amongst the viewers, and the creator to send you home crying to mommy. Like a bitch.